My glasses are making a glare. That's interesting. That's the first time it's done that. Oh, let's see how many people we can get for today. Hey, White Tupac, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, Jewel. How's everybody's Monday going? I know mine's going actually just about doing all right, actually. I'll be doing stuff later today, but I wanted to get the live stream going for a little bit. Yeah, it's not fun when you can't play the PC games like you usually do. Does it mess with your internet, or is it just doesn't want to work for you on your computer? Because I know some people run into a situation where they can't play it on their computer a lot because of the connection that it requires. That's usually what causes it. Hey Bridget, how you doing? You guys can definitely check each other's channels out. We're always trying to help each other out. Always trying to help each other out. Which is good, because we all need to do that. PC for it. I'll get this point. Oh, I'm sure you would. Yeah, they got so many gaming systems out there today. It's crazy. I used to. The only gaming system that I had was the. I think it was like the Nintendo Wii or something like that. That was one I always played all the time. Even though I've seen others out there. It just amazes me on how much they're wanting for each of the systems. They're wanting like over $400, I think, for most of them. Alright, Bridget, you take care, and thanks for doing that. I will definitely check it out as well. How you doing, Rusty? But yeah, they got so many different consoles that people can get. Now they got the PSP, PS2, PS1. Then you got the Xbox 360, the regular Xbox, Xbox One. Yeah, it's insane. Hey, Life with Anki Losing. How you doing? I got a 360, but games for that is nearly obsolete too. Yeah, that is true. They are obsolete now. I've noticed that. A lot of stores aren't even having them around anymore. Jewel gave you a sub. That's right, guys. Help each other out. You know, we all gotta support each other and try to get to the amount of watch time that we need. Be sure to check each other's channels out, comment on videos, like the stream, share the stream if you guys can. That'd be awesome. My Monday's going really about even right now. I did a lot of schooling this morning, but that was pretty much it. And now I'll be doing stuff later tonight. I don't know if I'll be able to I'm not sure when I'm going to get back. Actually, I might get back later tonight. But just wanted to, and you know, just wanted to keep going with everything, since I know we all have to stay active on channels and stuff. So, oh, you just had tacos for dinner? That's awesome. Yeah, we're still in the early afternoon where I'm at. Hey, Chuckles, how you doing, buddy? Glad you can join the stream. Guys, definitely check Chuck's channel out, everybody's channel. Yeah, this is actually, I'm amazed on how many people have been able to, with all the live streams going on. I think I've seen about 3 or 4 live streams going. So I just wanted to come on here and just let you guys know that there's a lot of new stuff I'm gonna be doing. I'm still in the works of getting it done. I have to, let's see, I got the new flavored, one of the new flavors of the Oreos, I think it is. I think it's like a hot chocolate flavor or something like that. I thought that'd be interesting to try. So you guys will definitely be seeing a video on that. And then I got a couple other things as well. What I need to do, I want to try doing a cooking one, but I'm not sure when that's going to happen. It might take a while before I do that, but a lot of people have been wanting me to review a lot of stuff. But yeah, you guys are definitely going to start seeing a lot more things on there that you normally don't. So, hey, little dumpling, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, guys, it's a lot of new things. The other thing I wanted to do with this live stream is I wanted to let you guys know that this is a stream where you guys can all socialize with each other, have a good time, support each other, and just know that we're all here to help each other out. We don't, we don't go after each other. We don't allow anything like that. We don't allow any type of bullying or anything. If that's what you guys want to do, then I'm sorry, you're gonna end up getting banned from my stream, because I don't allow bullying, bashing, or anything like that. I wanna make sure everybody has a good time, where everybody can feel that they're in a safe location. And so I just like to throw that out there. Oh, thanks, Jewel. That's awesome. But yeah, you just gotta, understand that there are people out there that are gonna want to go after you. But you need to also understand that, they're only mad because they have not walked in your shoes. They don't know what, they don't know what you're going through, just like you don't know what they're going through. And I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people go after each other, is because of that. The one thing I've learned is you never want to, what's that saying they say, never judge a book by its cover. Sometimes you got to open up the book to know what's inside. And that's pretty much, it's the same way with people. You got to allow them to feel comfortable to open up to you and stuff. And I think that's one of the things that I've learned is, I don't ever judge them by how they look. I allow them to feel comfortable and be like, okay, this is me, this is what I want to do. Um, this is how I feel about this type of thing. And you don't necessarily have to agree with what they're talking about. If they want to just vent and talk to you about it, at least the main thing is you have to be a listening ear on what they're talking about. And that's pretty much what I do. Is I help people by listening to what they're saying. I let them keep talking until they officially ask me a question. They're like, okay, what do you think I should do in this situation? Then I will give my opinion about it. If I don't, you know, and it all depends on, hey Athena, how you doing? It all depends on just whatever the topic may be. It could be a lot of stuff. Hey Texas, welcome. Um, yeah, it could be whatever they're talking about. You don't necessarily have to tell them, look, I don't. The one main thing is you never want to say, I don't have time to listen, because maybe there's a reason why they chose you to talk. They wanted to talk to you. They feel comfortable wanting to talk to you. They know that you're not gonna go and do certain things, and I think that's one of the reasons why um, a lot of my friends that I've ran into have told me that. They're like, hey, we need to discuss about something, you know and I'm like, all right, well, let's sit down, let's get together, let's have, you know we'll have a soda somewhere and sit down and talk, and you can explain to me what's going on. And I think that's one of the reasons why I've been able to help so many people, is because of it. um, I'm good at listening. And whenever they're wanting my opinion, I give them my opinion. I don't try to jump in and try to talk over them, because that you try to do that, it's not going to get you anywhere. They're going to realize that you're not really listening to what they're saying. And I think that's why um, a lot of people struggle with getting their opinions out, or what they're trying to get out to people, is because they run into people that are like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, I can't hear you. All you want to do is hear yourself. But, so we all have to take the time and realize that we all have our we all have different journeys we're going through. Um, and not all of our journeys are going to be the same. They're going to be different. Um, some could be good, some could be bad, some could be really bad, um, and some could just have no name to it whatsoever. Whether it be good or bad or anything, it could be one of those that's hard to explain. And so that's why I've told everybody, you know, always put yourself always put yourself in their shoes before you try to do anything, before you say anything, because one of these days it might actually come back and hit you, and you're going to be like, respond to why did I respond to that person that way? Why did I do that? That's not the type of thing I wanted to do. And I've learned that growing up. I've learned that, you know, there's a time to give your opinion, and then there's a time not to. You're right, karma doesn't play nice. Karma is bad. That's completely right, Jewel. Karma can catch up to you really fast. And trust me, karma can go a long ways. The best thing to do to prevent that from happening is to do the opposite of what it's doing. Don't let it control you, because if you let that control you the whole time, you're pretty much going to get yourself into a situation where you just can't get out of it. There's just no way of getting out of it. You're going to be doing that every single time you run in. You could walk up to a completely random stranger and you could do that whole karma thing. And you try to tell them, go off on them for no particular reason. And they're going to give you a look like, what did I do to cause him to do that? And so yeah, you really do have to think before you say anything. Just like Texas said, doesn't hurt to rethink before we speak. That's what you need to do. You need to rethink the situation. How is the person going to react if I respond to them this way? Or how are they going to respond to me? Are they going to respond in hatred back? Or are they going to defend themselves? There's a lot of situations that would happen. So you guys, the best thing to do is just rethink. If you ever feel like you're in a bad situation, just think to yourself, what can I do to change how I feel about this situation? And it could be anything. It could be, maybe you're having trouble at school. Maybe you're going through a bad relationship. Thank you, Athena. Maybe you got family issues going on. Something. It could be anything. Your dog ran away and you're like, oh, he's never coming back. That's when the thoughts really start coming in. You start thinking all this negativity, and you need to, the best thing to do is just don't let the negativity take over, because the more you let the negativity take over, the worse it's going to get. Impatience has become a plague in today's world. That is true. There are a lot of impatient people. I actually know quite a few people. Quite a few people that I know in person are very impatient. Or another one is controlling. I know quite a few people. Yeah, stupidity really has too. But yeah, impatient is a major one, guys. A major one, because it is really hard for somebody to, I guess you could say it's harder to be patient than it is to be impatient. Impatience just completely like, bam, there. It's impatient. And they don't want to do nothing else. But patience takes a lot of time to learn, because the more patient you are, the better. The more patient you are with whatever let's say you got a family member or a child that is not listening to you, and your first reaction is you just want to react out of anger. Well, the best thing to do, guys, is to take patience into consideration. Know that patience is going to work better than being impatient. It is easy to do impatience, but you're better off doing, patience is one of the things that all of us needs to remember. Patience is just like when you're getting a job at school, or if you get a job at work. Let's see, what if you reject someone you don't want a relationship with? Will things cause karma hit you? Well, it depends on the type of relationship that you're in. A lot of people are in a lot of different types of relationships. Some domestic, some where there's a lot of different things involved that you don't want to be in. That one, yeah, I guess you could say that would be also considered impatient. But if let's say you had somebody that was in a relationship with you, and they were like, well, I can't do this because I'm so impatient. I want to do this. I want to do that. The main thing you have to let them know is that you have to respond to them calmly and be like, look, we need to figure out how we're going to get through this. Because all relationships go up and down. All of them go bad. Some go good. Some go not so good. It just depends on whatever the outcome is. But the main thing is that if you can be patient with that person, be nice to what they're saying, and respond nicely, you have a better chance of, you have a better chance of getting a much better outcome. I'm going to go through here real quick. I've noticed paranormal and farm groups have started a battle royal between themselves too. It truly saddened in my eyes. But what if you have rejected someone? Sorry guys, I'm just reading this real quick. What if you have rejected someone you was unsure about when it comes to love? Well, in that case, the best thing you can do, if I'm reading it right here, the main thing you have to do is you have to go back to that person and say, look, I'm sorry for the way I acted toward you. I did not give you a chance to allow me to understand what the person that you are, the situation that you're in. That's pretty much what I would do if I was put in that situation. So that way they know that it's not them. It's not their fault. It's the person apologizing's fault, which would be, in this case, it would be, if I was put in that situation, it would be my fault because I responded too quickly. I didn't understand who they were, the type of person they were. I didn't get to have a chance for them to open up. So that's how I would handle that type of a situation, is what I would do for that one. Let's see. Karma has no turn in that. You do. But yeah, that's the best advice that I can give to you, Grandiosa 86, because what you're doing is you're like, oh, I made the mistake. I'm not going to blame anybody else. I realize what I did, and I think that's the reason. That's the main thing you have to remember. Just know that you're the one who made that choice to respond that way. And the best thing to do is to not build up. Don't let that negativity build up. Because the more you do, the more you're going to start reacting it toward people. And you don't want that. You don't want that to build up on you. It's best to just let it go, water under the bridge, and move on. That's the best thing you can do. Yeah, it's just then it was too late, so I did. So I responded by asking her out, but then it was too late, so I did that. Yeah, and you did. Just as long as you know that and they're not gonna respond to it right away. They're not gonna react to it right away. It might take them a little bit. It's not a quick. It it turns out that it's not a quick fix. Um, everything takes everything takes a process. Um, and sometimes that process doesn't, it could be like a week from now, it could be a day from now, it could be a month from now, it could be a year from now, you know, and you never know when that's going to happen. For me, it's hard to not let pride get in the way and apologize, but I'm working on that. That is true. I'm working on that myself because I run into that situation quite a bit. Um, my main thing is I always want to apologize right after it happens because um, I realize that it takes uh, sometimes people won't want to respond. A lot of times people won't apologize till, let's say, later on. But the problem is if you wait to apologize, it's going to get worse. It's going to really, really get worse. And so, yeah, that's pretty much how I would always do. I always do it right away. So, as long as you keep it positive, you're good. Wish her the best of luck and happiness. Thank you. Many talks about taking the chance when you get it. If you are unsure, what do you think about that? Many talks about taking the chance when you get it. If you're unsure. If you wait, you lose your chance. And that is true, you do. You do lose your chance. But I think the more you talk about it, and just make sure that no matter what the situation is, the answer doesn't have to come right away. I mean, if you're unsure of that person, the best thing to do is to get as much advice as you can before you make the true decision on, okay, is this what I want to live with for, let's say, eternity or forever? And you just have to go through that. You have to go through those questions over and over every time. And I think the more you think about it, the more you can actually, the answers will start to come to you, and you're going to find out, not right away, but you will find out, if you do think it is a good thing, then you'll know. If you're not sure, then the best thing to do is to just, understand that maybe there's something better. Let's see. The thing is that you can be unsure by having low self-esteem or mental disorder. After you've lived with it a long time, you understand you're getting older, have to take some chances, but it's too late. That's true. I mean, all of us have. See, that's where you need to start. You just gotta understand that you may have all these complications that you feel toward yourself, but the thing you need to understand is it's almost like it's when you were talking about having low self-esteem or mental disorder. The low self-esteem is basically like, I consider that as like a negativity toward yourself. So if you can turn that negativity into a positive, that's what you need to do. You need to change by saying, by having low self-esteem, You want to change that to be, I can do this. I'm this good person. I'm the person that is always lifting myself up, always knowing that I can accomplish something. I can do this. I can do this. I can do that. People are always going to try to get you to put yourself down. But what you need to do is you need to do the opposite. You need to show them that you can do this and that you can that you're not letting your you're not allowing your self-esteem to take over. You want to just keep yourself motivated and do whatever you can to keep that going. Yeah, fear is normal, but you can accomplish it too. Some have more fears than others, depending on earlier environment the person have been in or inner factors. And that is true. So the main suggestion I would give to you is to always think positively toward yourself. Sometimes even go into a stream. There's live streams all out there. There's people that are on streams, that do streams to help people out. I'm one of them. There's quite a few I go to. I've gone to a couple streams myself. This is how I've been able to get this information out, is this by watching their streams is how I'm able to give uplifting information to other people, is because I watch it on other streams. And that's the main thing you need to do. You just need to find those positive streams that are going to give you the right information. They're going to be willing to take the time and help you with whatever you're going through. So you know that you're not alone in this. You always have people to talk to. That's one of the things I told myself in 2018, is that one of my main things is that I wanted to make this channel more of an inspiration, because I want to let people know. I want to be there to help people out with whatever my hair's going crazy today. Pretty much just help them out with whatever they're doing. Hey Mitchell, you missed some really good stuff, bud. No, a lot of streams of Spiritual Den Mother and Oracle. I help in any way I can. And I'm the exact same way, guys. But yeah, like I said before, don't let the negativity get to you. The main thing you want to do is you want to keep going and always know that there are people out there that are willing to help you out in any situation that you're in. Don't let your low self-esteem get to you. Don't let that be a thing you want to constantly keep thinking about, because if you do that, then you're gonna run yourself into a situation, and you don't want to have that. Just keep lifting yourself up. Know that whatever situation you're going through, that you are there to whether it could be, you're always there to help each other. You're always there to not only help each other, but also help yourself. Never put yourself down. And always know that I'm if any of you guys want to talk on a live stream, I have no problem doing that. I'll even do hangouts with you, and do it, do it the exact same way. So if you have Google Hangouts, Grandiosa, I have no problem talking to you on that as well. Because I usually do a face-to-face type Google Hangout thing with a couple friends of mine's, family members actually. I've done that, and sometimes we get into these conversations where we just want to, help each other out, and with whatever we're going through. Well, even if you're, and it's okay if you don't want to, that's fine too. It took me a while to finally do that too. For some reason, I hope my camera's not messing up on you guys. Or if you want to just keep doing it this way, we can do it that way too. So, but I wanted to. It's kind of a surprising live stream I did. So, but yeah, if you guys, like I said, if you want to, any information you guys want me to know about, or I'm sure anybody else in here can help each other as well. So, if there's anything else you guys want to know about, you can let me know. And then, because like I said, I always want to help out those that are struggling. And yes, I have mine too that I go through. Top Gun was appointed to come help you as well. Well, I appreciate that, Jewel. But yeah, if you guys ever want to do a Google Hangouts, let me know, and I'll put you into the. I can put you into the my list. Well, my struggle, and before I never thought I would actually, I guess, mention it. I've mentioned it a couple of people, but my main struggle is I have a really hard time with trying to drop alcohol altogether. It's one of the hardest things that I've learned. And it's crazy because it's funny how it just keeps coming back to you every time. And the one thing I told myself is I have to have the power of myself to know that it's not good to keep going with that, because I know it's going to have a really bad outcome. And so I've been trying to focus as much as I can on making sure I don't do that. Because the more I do it, the worse it's going to be. I've seen some really bad outcomes of people that keep doing that. And I don't judge them or anything, I'm just focusing on what I can do to prevent it. And so that is the main struggle that I've been dealing with for quite a while. And it's funny because it's like everywhere you go, you're going to run into a situation. There's always going to be some sort of a roadblock in front of you. But what you need to do is you need to understand how to get through it. And that is true. You do get better by not wanting it. You get to the point where you're just like, this is not me. This is not what I want to do. And you start feeling better too. Your body just gets to the point where it's like it'll reject it, to where, because when you haven't had something for a long time, you go into all these, they say you have like all these different symptoms and stuff like that. Well, the more, hey, Carl's Vlogs, how you doing? Doing good here. By not allowing if you allow your body to not intake any of that stuff, the best thing to do is to just, pretty much just tell yourself, I don't want to do this no more. And if you can just keep that going and not go to places where they have it, then, you're better off. I mean, there's a lot of places in town you can go to where they don't have anything like that. And it doesn't mean you have to do that every time either. I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do. You could go, let's say you could go to, on a walk. Like if there's a trail that you like to go on, you can go on a trail and walk. You can go to the park. You can go, water skiing or, something that's just going to keep yourself busy. And I've had to do that a lot too. I try to go on what is it? I usually try to go on a walk every time. Some days it just feels like I don't want to, but I know the more I walk, the more I do stuff that isn't, I guess you could say, money related, then you have a better chance of, getting yourself around people that don't do the same thing. And then you'll want to just keep hanging out with them. You want to just keep doing it and keep doing it. And then all of a sudden your mind just gets off of that one specific subject that, just keeps going after you. Hashtag here for you. I like that. That's a good one, Joel. But yeah, I probably have to get used to taking walks again. And, it doesn't mean it has to be a quick thing either. I mean, if you have something else that you are more interested in that is not related to the struggle you're going through, then, you can do that. It doesn't always have to be the same thing that, everybody else is doing. You can have it be your own thing. If there's, yeah, that's true. You always have to keep the mind busy. They always say it's better to do that than not really doing anything at all. Moving body in general is a good form of therapy for depression, even if I don't see it. Yeah, and I don't know about, the type of thing you're going through, because I've never had to, I guess you could say, never had to go through that. But yeah, I mean, like you said, normally that would be a good thing to do, is to yeah, well, that it was for me there for a while too, but after realizing what it's really doing, it actually doesn't do that. It actually causes more situations, and then you almost turn into this person that you don't want to pretty much be anymore. So in a way, it actually fogs the memory rather than helps. And the one thing I told myself is that if kids start seeing you do this, they're going to think, oh, well, if they do it, I can do it. Well, problem. You're setting a bad example for that child or those kids. by taking them to places where you don't want them to go. Yeah, you don't want to do that. What is, in your opinion, true happiness? Was odd for me. I have mild autism, so when I drank, it kicked my head into high concentration. Well, if you want to know about true happiness, it pretty much is your future goal. What do you want? What do you want your future goal to be? Do you want it to be what you're struggling with now, or do you want it to be something more positively, like graduating, or something like that? That's pretty much what I meant by true happiness. Is all of us have one. We may not share it with others, but we do all have. You all have to have a goal in mind, and that's what I constantly tell myself. I have this goal in mind. I want to keep it going. I don't want it to. I don't want it to be a. I don't want to be stuck in this situation the whole time. And so that's the main thing you have to. The main thing you have to understand. Hey, Rare Coringe, how you doing? Have a good night. Thanks for joining. Or stopping by, actually. But yeah, guys, the main thing you have to understand is always know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. It's going to be dark. Excuse me, Duncan, is this a therapy set? No, it's basically a inspirational talk for people that are going through situations, but it can be a variety of different things too. So I just do this to keep it, just to keep the live stream going. That's all I'm doing. By the way, I checked out your other. Yeah, I know you are. You're good at that. We tease each other a lot. But yeah, guys, always know that there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And you know that it's like YouTube, okay? And that is true. True happiness is what you make of it. It's the same way. Just got to think, okay, this is where I want to be. It's like, for me, because every day I'm always like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell myself that I'm going to succeed in what I'm doing. Like, for me, personally, is my channel. I want my channel to grow. And so what I told myself is I have to keep the videos going, because the more I do, the better. There's no light in the tunnel that you can still walk in it. And maybe, hold on, guys. You must also know, if there is no light in the tunnel, that you can still walk in it, and maybe you will see the light one day. That is true. That is another thing you have to remember. Let's see. Did you watch Julie's ham and bean soup video? Not yet, but I'm planning on doing that. I definitely plan on checking that out. But yeah, the light at the end of the tunnel is not going to happen every time. But like I said, for me, is, in order for me to know that my channel is going to grow, is by doing videos. Set, like, okay, when do I want to post one up? When do I want to do this? When do I want to do that? And you have to stick with it. Let's see, what is the best movie you have watched, and why was it your best? I would have to say that my best movie that I watched, and to this day it's still my favorite, I don't know why, but to this day my favorite movie to watch is Heaven is for Real. The reason why is because Heaven is for Real is about a child younger than me. Well, thank you. Um, Heaven is for Real is about a child that is basically saying, look, I actually took this journey that I never thought I would get, that I would never take. And this journey allowed me to see stuff that I'd never have seen and experienced before. And this is one of the things that that just totally, like, I mean, it literally will draw you in. You get so focused on what's going on. And you start listening to this little, he had to have been at least 5 or 6 years old, at least. And he's going through this experience, and his parents can't understand it. But, oh man, I'm telling you what, it was one of the best ones. Yeah, Rain Man was too. Rain Man was really good. But yeah, if you guys have not checked it out yet, you should. It's called Heaven is for Real. They actually made a book of it as well. I think you guys would really would end up watching it. You guys can give your insights on it as well. But that just gives a little background of what the movie is. I'm not going to give it fully away. I just want to give a little definition of the type of experience that you guys are going to get by watching it. All time, I would have to say it's probably at the top of my list. If I had to watch it again, I would. I've actually seen it twice, I think, when it first came out. And then I haven't been able to watch it since then, but it is definitely worth doing a review on. If you guys do movie reviews, it's definitely worth doing a movie review on, because it gives you a lot of information. But yeah, you guys just got to stay focused on your channels. You will eventually get to the number that you need to be at. We're all here to help each other out. And all of us have our, maybe you could have started with movie reviews too. I do throw in movie reviews every now and then if I find a good one. I have done movie reviews before. Because I'm trying to do like a variety of a lot of different things. So movie reviews would definitely be one for sure. I have watched, I try to watch a lot of, I guess you could call them uplifting videos, because it also helps me with what I'm going to talk about on the streams a lot of times. So yeah, I mean, if there's, the main thing is I tell myself is always have them ask you questions if they have any, and then you just respond to them when you can. And that's has gone through my mind so many times. It's quite interesting. I'm just totally blown away from when I first started this channel, that and where it is now. Because it seems like I have actually helped so many people. A lot of people have told me that that I've helped them out in a situation that they've gone into, and they were able to get past the situation that they were in. They were able to say, this bad thing that I was going through, I know I don't have to, it's like you have to refer back to what that person was talking about. So, but yeah, that's just a lot of information I know that I'm probably throwing at you guys. Some of the new people are like, what is this all about? What are they doing? But but yeah, anyways, I just wanted to come on here. I didn't even know it was gonna last this long, guys. It's really amazing that all of you are here to help me out, by, taking the time to check out the stream and everything. I really do enjoy everybody that is in here watching. And just know that when you guys, when you guys subscribe to my channel, that you're not just, when you are subscribed to my channel, you're not just a viewer. You're actually a family member. And know that I'm always going to be there to help you guys out and support you and stuff. So I want to thank everybody for checking out the stream. I'm going to check something real quick here. Thank you. Alright, no problem, Grandiosa. Glad I was able to help you out and give you the information that you were looking for. But yeah, I just want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch this stream. I should have another one up, or either another stream up later, or a video. But yeah, you guys definitely have to stay tuned for more. And I sure hope this thing isn't messing up on me. Yeah, thank you all for taking the time to watch. Like the stream, comment on the playbacks. If you want to leave a comment, you can. And if you're not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button down below. Also, if you guys want to get notifications, just hit the bell, and you will get notified of all the videos that are coming up on my channel. Or every time I upload one, you'll get notified. So thank you all for watching, and until next time, everyone, let's fuel the jets so we can kick the tires and light the fires, because I feel the need for speed. # love thy neighbor.